So I just heard some more thunder. Hoping it can't be different while I'm out riding. That's why this is a risky drive today. Yeah, we were getting some really close lightning strikes. It happens every once in a while. We prefer the ones that are like cloud to cloud, the ones that stay up in the sky and they just kind of rumble and roll. And you got those ground strikes that strike real close by, they shake everything. I question whether they're going to turn around again. The low water crossing down here tends to be a lot of clay. I don't like driving through the clay because it is mucky. Wow, this looks pretty good. There was some clay, but it wasn't very wide. So that was all good. That was a little squirrely, but it was fun squirrely. So, last time I rode, I got a flat tire. I was able to ride home, and it was apparently a slow leak. I put my bike up, went up into the house. A couple hours later, PB, hubby comes in and goes, "I got some bad news for you," and I thought he was going to tell me something really bad. And he tells me that I have a flat tire. And of course it's the rear tire. I've had this bike about a month now, so I guess that's pretty good. I think that was on a Friday. So that Saturday, we spent a great deal of the day pulling the tube out and trying to find where the hole was. And gosh, did it take a long time to find it. It was microscopic, which is why I made it home. And I found what it was. It was this little woody thorn. It was on the inside of the tire. I couldn't see anything on the outside. Should be coming to the turnaround down here pretty soon. Huh, is that somebody's dog or is that a Halloween? Couldn't get a good enough look at it. Oh, it's Halloween. There's people. I think I got snorted at. I've discovered this Relive app. It likes taking one whole video and then taking like a little piece of it. And it lets you choose what piece you want, but when they're longer videos on the phone, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to pick the piece you want. They don't make it very easy. So I've discovered, and it also it won't let you like take clips from different parts of the same video. Ugh, do I want to go through there or not? Boy, I don't know. So it won't let you take different moments from the same clip. So what I did on my last one was I actually edited the video myself and cut it up into smaller portions. Stuff that I found interesting that I wanted to highlight, and I inserted them in myself. So I've discovered if you do little short videos, just starting up again, it will let you choose from each of those mini videos. Mini, either way will work. So different parts of my neighborhood out here got different amounts of rain. Some people, see Daryl, he said he got, I don't know, 1.5 inches, maybe close to 2 inches of rain. We didn't get that much. At least I don't think we did. I was at church most of it. But we did get enough to make some of our low water crossings out here run. But not all of them on the street. This is something coming up on neighbors. Dogs. Oh, what beautiful dogs! How do they deal with the javelinas?
Oh, that's why we used to be able to walk them without leads. Now we have to because he'll go tearing after.
Oh, I bet. Well, I bet that one does too. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, and I was going to say, that's so much nicer. She gets scared with the four-wheelers. And we thought it was the engines, but maybe not. I didn't hear it.
You know what? It may be the helmet, because some of my neighbors that know me with their dogs, and their dogs go crazy when they see this.
Oh, is that right?
I think it is. And the donkeys don't like it either. They run from me, which is cool. I don't want them running toward me on this. Yeah. It's ready to go.
Oh, wow.
That's it. That's as loud as it gets. Met a couple of very nice neighbors and their puppy dogs. Anybody that's got dogs and likes dogs are good people. I gotta straighten this thing out before it's kind of crooked. There we go. Let's see, I think this is the one that gets real mucky and clay, but it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and cross it. So I was talking about changing my tire. Actually, we patched it. I have one of those Bell glueless patch kits, and boy, did those things work great. So it took us a while to find the hole. It was in the rear tire, so of course you really couldn't take it off that easily. I didn't really want to take it off. We reached a point where we were thinking we were going to have to. But we finally found where the little tiny microscopic hole was. And got it all, got it patched. And then I gingerly reached my hand around on the inside of the tire and found the thorn. It was still sticking through the tire. Nice little woody thorn. I got that all fixed, and it's been holding air ever since. So it's been holding air for over a week now. So I am convinced that those patches were great. What we weren't convinced about was if that was the only hole. But apparently it is. And as I've said before, I do plan on getting some of that. It's called flat out. Kind of like slime, but better. So it was cute. That was the first time I got to use my bell on a person. And it worked nicely. Okay, I think a couple of weeks ago, I was passing through here. I saw a gentleman standing outside in front of a vehicle. And I think it was the same gentleman I was just talking with. And I don't think he ever knew I went by that day. check my back tire and make sure that it is indeed holding. Alright, tire is holding. I was hearing a strange noise back there, a little clinky noise. It turned out one of the little micro straps that I used to hold a bag on the back of this thing had come loose, and the bag was kind of hanging over to the side a little bit. It wasn't going to fall off, but it was banging on things. Yeah, that's much better. So I'm going to ask again. I didn't get any replies the last time I asked. What kind of bikes do you guys ride? Do you have an e-bike? Are you interested in getting one? I'm not trying to sell you one. I'm just kind of curious why you're watching my channel. Why are you watching my channel? I do appreciate it, each and every one of you. And I know from a couple of the comments that I've got that there are some of you who have e-bikes. And I've subscribed to several of you. And I know some of you have subscribed to me. But tell me, what do you ride? And if you have more than one bike, what's your favorite bike? If you only have one bike, it better be the bike you have. Right? Any of you guys or gals have the aerial rider bike like this one, the 52 volt X class? If not, what do you ride? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, that was muddy. I'm going to take off a little bit slow so I don't end up wearing it on my back. So today's Sunday, and I'm still wearing my church clothes. All things to go riding in today. Of course, out here in the mountains, church clothes means jeans, tennis shoes, or sneakers, whatever you prefer to call them. I'm wearing kind of a frilly shirt. It's a little frillier than I usually ride in. I usually ride in a t-shirt. But I do have on my gloves and my big helmet. I tried pedaling up that one, but it was so gravelly that I just wasn't getting a good grip, and I was slowing down too much, so I had to use the throttle. So about halfway expect to see Daryl and Bob coming down here toward me. I spent quite a long time talking to neighbors And they ought to be worrying about me long before now. Pretty much only one way I could go down there and come back. There is another road that juts off of there, but I'm not ready to take it. A little more clay and mud. So I was in pedal assist 1 back there. If I'd have been in pedal assist 2, I would have made it up that little incline without any problem. It was just very gravelly. Right, here's some water. And you gotta decide which way I want to take it. I'm gonna go this way. That was a little squirrely. It's okay. Alright. Oh man. So I'm hearing a little bit of thunder. It's kind of off in the distance. It's not terribly close. You know, people that talk about the seats that these bikes come with, you're right. They are, they're hard. I got the short seat, short saddle. They are hard. I understand the long saddle's even harder. Can't imagine. I mean, it's alright. It's not terrible. Actually, I kind of like the moped style seat. I've ridden on regular bike saddles before, and I never did really get used to them. And eventually, kind of got numb. That what you would call it? Picture time. Aren't these really pretty? Give you an idea of the size. I wasn't kidding. I'm wearing a frilly shirt. So, wasn't kidding about my frilly shirt. See, this is my Sunday go to church shirt. But I am wearing my helmet, wearing my gloves, and I'm wearing my safety vest so I can be seen. As you can see from the sky out here, it's really, really kind of gray. So. Oh, I wonder what those are. Picture time. So I don't know what these are. And on my phone, they look pinker than they really are. They're really a really deep purple. Quite pretty. Don't think I've seen these before. So I picked some with the seed heads. Left most of them there. I'm going to take them down to my house. See if I can't get these started down there. I'm going to put this strap of that piece back on my phone. Popped off. Alright. And I ended up over here in the mud. See if I can get out without getting muddy. I noticed that there was mud on the back of my seat, which means it's real likely to have mud on the back of me. Outside. I haven't been around them too much. They're kind of big dogs. I'm not sure how they're going to take my bike or my helmet. So I figured it's best if I just moved on along. So I don't know what this plant is, this flower that I grabbed. It's one I haven't seen before. I'm gonna see about putting it maybe down by the road at my house. And maybe put part of it up behind the house. Maybe up in the area next to the house. They're sure pretty. I might see if I can do some color correction on the video and make it look right. Because I noticed on my screen it had a much pinker look to it than it really has. That's a big old pile of donkey poo. girl still at my house.